sales team, and I was looking for something new and exciting and innovative and even outrageous to motivate and inspire my sales team, because after many years in the real estate business, it's kind of been there, done that. It's the same old regurgitated stuff again and again. And I came across your site and contacted you, and you energized my team. You lit a fire under them. And more importantly, you inspired them. And why that's really important is a lot of times I have new licensees, people who are new to the business, and they say, well, I haven't sold any homes, I haven't done any business, so what qualifies me to go out and sell? Well, what qualifies you is belief. And that was the one thing that I had a hard time teaching them. So bringing Frankie into my groups and teams and instilling this belief and getting the whole team buy-in to the belief system really caused our sales to skyrocket. So Frankie, I can't say enough great things about you.
Thank you so much, Sandra.
So I met you, I've known you a long time. I met you originally as the unstoppable radio host, unstoppable speaker, unstoppable author. And, you're always been unstoppable, but what made the transition between unstoppable and then creating believers? Like, how did that come about?
I got the feeling that when people heard unstoppable, they didn't think it was them. Oh, it's okay for you, but it's not okay for me, right? I can't do that. And as I sat with that, and I'm thinking, how can I bring people on board? How can I get them to imagine? And I thought, what do I do? What do I really, in its essence, what do I do? And what I do is I hold the faith and the confidence and the belief in them. I hold that close to my heart for them until they can do it for themselves. So I thought, well, they just need to rent a belief, rent the belief until they can have it back. I don't have to do it forever, because eventually they're going to figure out, hey, this is all about me. I can do this. And then I give it back to them. So that's really at its essence, at its core, how it came about. And it's much more believable for them. I know that they're unstoppable. I know that they can do anything. They have to know that they can do it too. So it's a transition for them.
Yeah, borrowing your faith in them, borrowing your belief in them, because you did that for me. When you said this, I was thinking, oh my gosh, like, yes, you're great in front of teams and all this stuff. But when I was developing this new enterprise at 50 years old, which was really scary for me, to have you in my corner, supporting me, validating me, allowing me, and then bringing that to my office and to my teams and to my organization, everything like that. It was great to have this person in our corner, because then we didn't have to worry about whether we could or couldn't do it. We just went out and did it. And that made a big difference.
It absolutely does. It really does. If you have the faith and belief that you can do something, you can do it. I think I saw somebody write on Facebook today about, if you think about it, and Napoleon Hill said, think it, conceive it, you can, achieve it. I totally believe that, but I know many don't. So it's proof is in the pudding. And once you build on that success and you say, oh, I did do it. Well, in our brain, it's like a servometer. People, are into engineering. And so our brain goes, oh, I kind of done something like that. I know how to do that again. So I can replicate that. That's what's going on inside us. And so it's so cool because, our brain recognizes it, even if our ego doesn't recognize it. And so I'm just there to give them that little thing, go, you know how to do this. You already know how to do it. It's just going to be done a little bit different,
Frankie, because you infuse the audience or the team or the group with this energy. And, when you see a Facebook post, you're like, oh, that's nice. Or if you even read some of these inspirational books, you're like, wow, that's great. Like, I'm so glad, Les Brown, you can shoot for the moon and miss and be among the stars. That's not working for me right now. And, because Les Brown isn't there. And I love Les Brown, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
You have this wealth of knowledge, and you bring a quote to life. You tell a story that makes it, instead of just being an inspiring string of words, all of a sudden it's alive, it's tangible. Your words, your voice, your energy touched our energy. So it's much more than just what you have to say and how you say it in a meme, and it's that energy you infuse into the people you work with that lifts them up.
Well, thank you. I think part of it is that I've done it myself. I've done it many times. I know how to do that. And so I know that other people know how to do it. There's nothing different about me than there is about you. There's nothing different. We have the same, cells and blood and heart beating and livers and all that kind of stuff. The only difference is what's going on up here, that game that's going on in my head. My head says, I can do that. And I want your head to say, you can do it too. And that's all it is. And once, if you, we all know what you resist, persist. And so if you keep resisting, I can't do things. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do them. We have to get rid of it, wipe it, gone.
Well, plant a seed. There's times, when you're enacting like on an entrepreneurial vision, you have so many things to be concerned about, and I think about that time, Frankie, when I was, I'm hiring people, I'm changing out support staff, I'm creating this whole new entity, and then I've got to balance the budget, and then I've got to work with the licensing, and then I've got to work with the IRS, and there's all these things. And quite frankly, by the time it came to development, I was gassed. I was tired. I didn't have that ability to infuse into my team in a perfect world what I would have. And that's why I leveraged it to you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I know that you can do it. We all know that you can do it. You're like unbelievable. But, why wouldn't you rent the believer? The believer will help you. She will help you, help anybody get it done. And, we're not going to stifle the innovation in a group. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go, oh, that can't be done. Who wants to do that? These outrageous, amazing ideas are coming forward, and yeah, you got an idea that excites them. Do it. Let's see how we can do it. That's the fun part, the creativity part. That's if we can get people on board and creating and innovating in your organization and doing things a little bit different from your competition, that's going to make all the difference.
Well, and how about being proactive and supported? Because just because I can do something, Frankie, and you're right, I can do those things, but I'm given 168 hours in my work week. I'm given only a finite amount of energy.
And you're a mom, and you got other things to do.
I'm a mom, like I'm a single mom. So, I got all these things going on. But at the end of the day, the smart, successful entrepreneur or group leader knows to leverage what they're not good at, what they don't have time for, what takes them away from their company vision, and what ultimately costs them money. And quite frankly, Frankie, if I had done your job, which I could, I wouldn't have done it as well, but the opportunity cost of what it took away from the rest of my business was tantamount. I'm out to get new clients. I'm out to recruit new people. I'm not the retention expert. I'm not the in-office, in-group facilitator. I can do those things, but then I'm paying top quality or top dollar for mediocre quality results because I'm the top dollar earner in my organization.
Well, look at Timothy Ferriss. He wrote the 4-Hour Work Week. Timothy, he worked 4 hours because he outsourced to people who could do it as well, if not better than him. And he gets to sit on a beach and drink pina coladas while everybody else is working, and he's making money doing it. So that's a smart thing. Burnt out Sandra doesn't help anybody. No, you don't need to be a one-woman show. You are a one-woman show, but you don't need to be a one-woman show. You just learn to delegate, and people pick up the slack where it's necessary, and your team is out there doing the very best that they can now.
Right, and your job is to be the phenomenal inspiration. Your job is to infuse energy and joy and power into my teams so they can go out and do and be their best. I don't have time for that, Frankie, and I don't want to do it, and it costs me too much money to do it myself. To have you do it is an integral part of our team.
Well, I thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do you think? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, because I talk like a business owner.
You do. Oh, you're really good at it. Lie.
Well, but you know what? The way I look at it is you have shored me enough over the years that, and you know what? To make a non-liar out of you, one of these Wednesdays, I'm going to bring you in on Zoom on my screen and say I'm bringing in a world-class productivity coach from Toronto, Canada, and we'll bring you in. And then nobody's a liar.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. I love it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just want to get this site up and going. I want to get it going. I didn't get any feedback yesterday from that lady. I hope it was okay. Everybody was like, deadpan. But I couldn't see them. They could see me and hear me, but I couldn't really see them or hear them. Like they didn't get an extra light. They didn't get an extra mic. They didn't, so I could.
How was the sound quality? Could they hear you and understand?
They could hear me. Yeah.
Okay, so
because I was mic'd, right? I recorded it. I've got the recording, so I'm putting it on there. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something I did, right? It was actually a good speech.
Do you want, while we're here, do you want me to interview you so you have some other footage for anything else you may need on your site?
Yeah, if you want.
Why not? I mean, I got the time. I got another
Sure.
15 minutes.
Yep. Okay, I got Geraldine in at 5:30. So
So let's do a quick little interview with you.
Yeah, let's do a mini.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready.
Let me record. I don't want it to be the same recording. It's going to be the same recording.
You want me to change my background?
If you want. Can you? What, can you have another picture? Your flips over?
I do. I have other ones. They're in the other room.
Oh, okay. That's funny. I like that picture.
Yeah, but it looks obvious.
How are things going? Is Mark and everything?
Yeah, they're good. They're pretty good. Let me just grab two things and then we'll... I do this all the time.
Oh, that's hilarious. You are so funny.
Well, but it makes a difference.
It does. If I had my green screen, I could just do the thing.
Yeah, but that sometimes looks weird. Don't you think?
It could, yeah. Let's see.
I'm sliding my little chair over so it's a different... Okay, ready? Presto changeo, because I do this all day long.
You are so funny. There you go. Yeah, I have to laugh. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I should change my shirt, but I can't figure out anything to wear. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. I'll record. Oh, it is recording. It is recording.
Oh my God. Yeah, you don't need me.